You know those days where you're just fed up with what your hair's decided to do. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more Batwoman. Just a little quick throw in case something happens to these videos later. I'm struggling with or debating with myself whether to continue doing these. Just because, like, before I didn't have much trouble doing all the Arrowverse shows when they were live. But this new job, it's making it a little hard. I don't know, combined with like how long it takes to edit them, you know, having to cut down the show footage to 10 minutes, and then compared to, you know, I guess the views. I don't like really basing everything on the views, but like considering how little views this show gets on the channel, I reluctantly say it's not all that worth it. But then there's those of you that actually like watching these videos, and I feel bad basing off of that. I don't want to make this video too much on that. It's just in case you're wondering why I stopped doing these. It's because of that. I'm feeling it out, kind of seeing like, you know, how long this will be taking. And now with, you know, Superman and Lois, and then now Flash coming back this week. Trying to figure out recording schedule while also recording like duo stuff. Anyway, longer rant than I wanted to. Last episode, I almost said Kate. Ryan still hasn't told them the full extent of the kryptonite poisoning. Like, Mary knows about the wound, Luke doesn't. The wounds are now getting worse, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's poison!" I swear to God, if she doesn't say anything in the first like 5-10 minutes of this episode, Alice and Ocean have the painting, which is possibly, or I think it was confirmed, a map to, I forgot the place, what it's called, which is where she's holding Kate. I thought Alice knew how to get there, but I guess maybe she was passed out when she was taken there, so maybe she just doesn't know how to get to the island after all. So, like, why would she want the map? I mean, she wasn't looking for it, but, you know, I thought maybe Ocean would know how to get there too, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what Ocean wants with it, if it's just a map to the place. That's where they were, right? Or is this a completely different spot? I'm sorry, I need to... It's like the island names are like sticking to my brain. Kate's friend, Evan? That's his name, right? Is that his name? Yeah, Evan. Who turned out to be Wolf Spider, got hurt because one of the crows decided that it was okay to just, you know, injure the kid, even though he didn't know it was a kid. Not really a kid, but you know what I mean. And Ryan's rightfully upset about that, and she was set against working with the crows in the first place, even though not all the crows are bad, but she's, you know, set on generalizing them, which is, you know, happens when you have that bitterness ingrained after being wronged by them. Yeah. Mainly what I'm looking for is finding out what that painting is, and Ryan telling them about the poisoning.
Our hypothesis is that the new solution will attack his cancer in the same way.
Oof. No, someone's not going to like that.
Check back in 24 hours and look for progress.
Oh, Jesus!
We need help in here!
Oh, this poor kid. Can't you have taken the kid out first?
Tell me you got it fixed, Doc.
Not at the moment, I'm afraid. You just had an episode.
I can't keep living like this.
Well, that's why I'm here. There is a cure for you. And for dozens of other patients that are cooped up in here. And Aaron, you're gonna help me get it.
How? Is he gonna sniff it out?
You good?
A little bit.
Your heart rate is flooring it right now. If you need backup.
I need you to let me do my job right now.
Miss Weiler, I'm Dr. Rodriguez. I understand you have an infection?
Yeah, I've had it a couple of months.
Oh, this is really extensive. How'd you get this?
A spider at my work stockroom.
He knows everything that you went through with Beth, and now he's trying to browbeat you into declaring another daughter dead so that he can, what, claim his 3% of Kate's multi-million-dollar estate. It's disgusting. He should have his license revoked.
You know, if this med school thing doesn't work out, there's always litigation.
Thanks for bringing me.
Well, what'd you find?
The Napier's a fake.
What?
What's a high-frequency generator?
Oh, and she was on the side of that. No! How does he know it's her? Did they find out? Oh, he must have told her.
I believe you, and I need you to make more.
Don't you think that I tried? The solution only retains stability after one generation.
Huh?
Hamilton doctors could extract it from my blood to treat patients with it. But once it's been extracted from the second bloodstream, it loses its curative properties. Oh, God. This isn't the way that I wanted to tell you. But I've been practicing underground medicine for 2 years.
What do you mean, underground medicine?
I mean, this is my clinic.
I went to prison for you. And I have apologized for that. It doesn't count if you don't change. Oh, my... The room is spinning. Ah.
What can I do?
My medicine is in the bathroom. Ah.
Oh, God. What is happening? You're dying.
Ryan speaking.
Miss Wilder, this is Dr. Rodriguez from Gotham City General. I'd like you to come in for retesting.
What's wrong with the first test?
Unfortunately, I think there was a contamination with the sample.
Contamination? What?
Lab contaminants. We're picking up a presence of radioactive material. So, unless you were taking selfies at Chernobyl, you wouldn't have readouts like these. The front desk will give you a call to set up an appointment. Have a good day.
Like I said, you're dying.
When you met my mom, all of your energy was focused on finding Beth. And then when you couldn't find her, it was about building the crows. And now, it's all about finding Kate. And the truth of the matter is, I've never really been on your radar.
Mary.
It's okay.
And 5 years ago, doctors decided I'd be the perfect lab rat for this secret experimental treatment, so they fried the bad parts of my brain with UV light.
The UV exposure. It worked.
It did. For a week. And then cancer bloomed in my brain like a cherry blossom. Sometimes, tumor rubs up against my amygdala. And I have an unfortunate moment!
Please stop! You and I had a thing together. From the looks of it, it should have been memorable.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Not what you expect to hear from that.
No, it's not all BS. We need Ocean to find Kate.
What does he have to do with Kate?
According to Alice, he has ties to Coriana. So we ran a search, but the guy's practically a ghost.
I'm gonna need you to go back to the part where you said, according to Alice. And then you left and promptly called 911 to tell the cops the location of the bitch whose gang killed my mom.
Right now, Alice is our only way to Coriana.
Better way to word that.
A bat out of hell? Something's wrong. I need to get to her.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh!
Whoa. What's up with you? Hey.
No. I just need some space.
Okay, what can I...
I don't need your... Oh!
Yeah, you do!
Brian! Hey! Brian, what's going on?
Well, he's gonna find out.
You're sick. No, Alice. Sick would be telling you all the details of your story with Ocean and then asking you to kill him. Which, again, I am happy to do if you so desire. Let me know when you decide.
Why didn't you say anything?
What was I about to say after I begged to put on the suit?
Help?
Hey, gotta take a sick day? I spend every second in that thing trying to convince you I'm at least half as good as Kate. Wasn't about to give you one more reason to doubt me.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I think Safiyah will like you. I want to escape. And I want you to come with me.
Hands where I can see them.
Oh, we're kind of in the middle of a thing.
I'm not here for you.
Oh, that's interesting. Yo, bro, hold up.
Oh my God! Drop or I shoot!
Jesus, how strong is this? I mean, it's not heavy. No, how strong is this guy? Seriously. Hurry up! Okay.
Okay, now.
Jesus, alright.
We need that map. I know. But I also can't let you die.
Did we at least like take a photo of it or something? It's a race! Feel like somebody has to have taken a photo. Somehow.
I'm shutting it down, Mary.
Why? Why would you do that?
It's illegal.
Yeah, but a lot of people in Gotham can't afford healthcare in the legal way.
Practicing without a license, impersonating a doctor, possession of narcotics. Need I go on?
I've saved hundreds, maybe thousands of lives, and even more than that, I make people feel like they're worthy of being alive. So is this what being a dad means to you? You finally pay attention to me, and then you take away the thing that means the most to me. I liked you better when you acted like I didn't exist.
Cops got you on the hook for something.
Why would you think that?
I don't know, Ryan. Why would I think that?
I have no idea.
Is it maybe because you slipped some creepy spy tag onto my phone?
How do I know you're even who you say you are? Because you know me. You are the only person that knows me. And I need you right now. I really need you.
You should have thought of that before you ratted me out.
Did you ever really love me? Did you ever really love me?
I don't feel like you should listen to that, by the way. Just saying.
Ocean's dead.
I'll need to see his body.
And I'll bring it. And you'll give me Kate. Now send your little errand girl to come fetch.
I'll be damned. You're a bigger lunatic than I thought.
Thank you.
Okay. So this Amygdala is an actual DC character. Because I figured when they said that, that either it was an actual comic name or just a mean name they gave him. Could go either way. I do not recognize this guy. I've never heard of him. Never heard of Amygdala. I mean, I've heard of the word Amygdala, but I've never heard of the DC character Amygdala. I think that's kind of like supposed to represent the scar. I might throw an image up, just to what I'm looking at, that he has on his head, kind of like a. Obviously, this is a much more toned down version, but oh no, I forgot to turn the mic to whatever. Assumedly, that's what they were doing. So I was talking with the mic. I usually move it so that it picks up my sound better when I'm over there, but I forgot to do that today. So might be a little off, but a little like echoey or out of like away from the mic kind of sound. So I apologize for that. Oh, this was a pretty good episode. All things considered. Do not resuscitate. I understand why Jacob his decision was to, almost his immediate decision was to shut down Mary's clinic. It is illegal, and she's not technically certified. She could possibly not be, she could possibly not have the skills required for certain things, even though we know she does. But it's like, if something were to happen to a patient, she doesn't have anything protecting her. Like that's, what is it? Not manslaughter. Is it manslaughter? It's something. I forgot the name of it. But she could go away for this. She can go away for this. I mean, the fact that he's not arresting her. I mean, that'd be a bit much. I feel like almost. It's his daughter. Because normally you would have to. I don't know. Considering Jacob's actions sometimes, it's it's a big that he's not arresting her. That he's just shutting it down and keeping her out of that. But yeah, she's not wrong. Not everybody can afford going to Gotham Hospital, the Gotham, whatever it's called, clinic. I think it's what's it called? I forgot already. But yeah, she saved a lot of people that would otherwise either be dead or would be still in pain or dealing with whatever they've been dealing with because they can't afford to go to the hospital here. Man, you gotta set up with the, I've never really been on your radar thing, and then at that part when he's saying I'm shutting it down and talking about like, you're not certified, your mom was kind of in the same boat, blah, blah, blah. And then she has to say, I liked it better when you didn't know I existed, or whatever she had said. Man, that's like 0 for 3 for him in terms of father moments, man. That sucks. That I do feel bad for him for that. For that moment, man. That had to hurt. Whether he feels like he's doing the right thing or not. Or, I mean, whether he's doing the right thing or not. Because I know it feels like he's doing the right thing. But whether he's doing the right thing or not. His heart's in the right place, I feel like. He is trying to protect her while also trying to uphold the law. And, dealing with the fact that his wife, had been doing some shady business beforehand as well. Ugh. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess she was trying to help, but, like, I didn't particularly care for her to begin with. And she always was trying to cover stuff up, like Alice being alive and whatnot, or Beth being alive. After finding out that Beth was alive, though it was Alice. I don't know, man. I feel like somewhere down the line, she just kind of lost focus. Maybe that's the case. No. I feel real bad for Ryan. That I like that scene with her. And though I mean, as bad as I feel for her, I like that scene that she had with her, I guess now ex again. In terms of her acting, like that was I actually thought she did that really well. And I was feeling it for a second. I almost felt like not tearing up because I mean I don't know I'm not necessarily connected to these two yet in their relationship, but I understood like what she meant to her, and especially right now what she's going through, that she's at the moment dying with a now less likely chance of getting to the island for the cure. You know, she needs somebody, and currently she doesn't feel like Luke would be that, you know, a supportive friend. Man, that was, and I definitely understand her freaking frustration, her anger there, like finding out that he had information on Alice's location and could have, you know, called the cops. Considering that she's the one that killed her mother, you know, can't blame her for being upset about that, feeling kind of betrayed. Especially with Luke saying we need Alice to find Kate. True. Well, maybe not true, but yeah, he thinks it's true. But I'm just saying, like, we don't necessarily need her. We needed her. Needed her to get to find Ocean, who would have the map to get to the island. But he knew that he was kind of in a sticky situation. I feel like he should have maybe worded that a little better, softened that blow a little bit more. I mean, she's already feeling like, you know, she's trying to measure up to Kate. Which, I'm trying to think, when Kate would be injured like that, would she have told, if she was poisoned, would she have told the group? I want to say that she would have, but I don't know. Because Kate made some bad decisions as well, so I have no idea. On the bright side, Luke knows about the poison now, as does Mary. I mean, she thought she knew about the poison, but didn't think it was like radiation. I think she just thought it was an infection. I guess they don't. Do they not know much about what kryptonite is? Looking back at it, I remember there was a moment where they were having issues destroying it, which kryptonite isn't really that hard to destroy, if I'm to be honest. Like it's you know, a rock. It's not indestructible. They were having like a real big issue destroying that thing in the like last season. I think it was near the finale, or it was during the finale. Going back to what I was saying a second ago, they don't seem to know a whole lot about it, considering they didn't realize that it would have that gets radiated. You know, that contact, especially being like with piercing and then kind of being in there for a second, it would, you know, it would infect the person. It's one of the reasons that it affects Kryptonian so much is because it is radiated. It's an irradiated piece of their home planet. So it's like thinking about in this case. It's part of it's. I'm trying to think how to word it. Because I know people get like annoyed that, or not annoyed, but I think it's silly that piece of rock is what is Superman's and all the Kryptonians' weaknesses. But the thing is, it's radiated. It's like us dealing with radiation because it's from his planet or from their planet. That radiation affects them. So almost to an extent that radiation would affect us, except, you know, if you were to get rid of the source of the radiation, they'll be fine after a little bit. We would not be, but that's the kind of idea behind why it affects Kryptonian so much. I don't know why I'm explaining this. I'm sure most of you know. So, but that just, I don't know. Might cut that out. Maybe not. You'll know. This dude should not be a doctor. The guy that let this Aaron guy out, this Amygdala, to do whatever it takes to get basically the way to get the source for the cure. And I'm sure he just wants it, like he's like saying, think of what we can do, we can heal, we can save lives, but it's like, he wants it to boost his name, to make himself famous and rich and crap. Which I'm sure he's already rich, but I mean, the fame of it, his name will be known for this, for making something that's a cure for everything. And Safiyah wasn't wrong, now the whole, the world's gonna be looking for it. Well, not the world, but this guy especially. That poor guy, he's probably dead. I mean, he was 80 something already, dealing with, I think he was 83, dealing with cancer, and oh my god, Jesus. Just that poor kid, I had to see that, he's traumatized. Why am I pointing over here? Like, they couldn't have put the kid in a different room when they were doing this, just in case something bad would happen. Like, whether it was as graphic as that, like, whether he just, like, died silently or quickly, but silently. Like, that would have been kind of, well, he might have just thought he fell asleep. I don't know. Unfortunately, he had to deal with the whole, like, just, like, almost geysered out. God dang. The other kind of, I don't know how I feel about the bit where Luke was talking. I mean, I'm glad he's finally kind of accepted. Well, I don't know if he hadn't before now. Like, he obviously had a difficult time accepting Ryan as Batwoman before. But I don't know if at this point, if he was still kind of like, about it. But, I don't know. I mean, yeah, pushing through the pain to, save lives, protect people. I mean, that takes strength. But that stubbornness could have gotten her killed or somebody else. Because if she's trying to save somebody and isn't able to, that could get somebody killed. Or in that moment where she was, chasing one of the false faces, and she almost, because of the injury, like it kind of acting up at a moment, she almost collided with a civilian, somebody else driving in the other lane. There could be other instances like that injury could have put her in, where she put somebody else's life in danger. It's very irresponsible for someone who's trying to save lives. I feel like that was kind of almost with this bit with Lou, kind of just like, hey, don't be mad for her not telling people this, She's a hero. But I feel like she should have. Because then maybe she wouldn't have had the situation in the first place. Maybe it wouldn't have gotten so bad. And even if it didn't help, even if it didn't, they couldn't have stopped it. Or they would have had more time at least to find the cure, even though, it's the flower. But now they would have more of a reason to, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It still rubs in the wrong way that she didn't tell them. Man, that thing's gotten worse. So now our goal is, which I'm assuming is maybe going to be like a mid-season finale, thing with her trying to, with her getting to the island maybe and getting the flower. I don't. Thing is with that though, that's where Kate's supposed to be. So if she does get there, are they gonna? Is that gonna be like part of the mid-season finale as well? Like Kate's gonna be there, and like it's gonna end with like a Kate reveal with her looking different, maybe, or she's not actually there. I don't know. Because we're only on episode 6, right? I believe that's the case. Yeah, we're only on episode 6. Mid-season finale is usually 8, maybe 9, so we're pretty close to that. I don't know if we're gonna do like a break like we tend to do. Because that's kind of the point, is, for mid-season finale, they kind of like build the suspense, they cut it off at a point, and then they wait a few weeks, or maybe a month or so, before coming back. I need to look that up. it's not showing there's gonna be any more, so I'm assuming next week's. No, it can't be. It's only episode 7. Trying really hard not to look at the title. Anybody else do that thing where they can blur their vision? Like, I don't know if I'm crossing my eyes when I do it, but like right now I'm blurring my vision to where the camera's really blurry. It's like a smudge almost. And I'll see in a moment or later when I get to this point in the recording. Yeah, I don't know. If anybody knows when the mid-season finale is, you can let me know. Just like because in IMDb it doesn't go past episode 7, so I don't know if that's the mid-season or not, but that's what they have like filmed and edited ready, I guess. Currently, but usually they have it like at least showing what their titles are gonna be, or what episodes that are going like not maybe not to like the very end, but like a few episodes ahead. What did Alice use to make that fake body? Like I don't recall seeing anybody else there. I'm trying to think. Was it just like a hobo? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm assuming that was just kind of like what that was supposed to be, like Alice making another fake face, making it look like Ocean's. There has to be. He has to have another name. I wonder if we'll find out, because that's just a little like mention is about whatever they use. I guess that it wasn't cloning their phone. My mistake on that. It's just planting a digital bug essentially on her phone. Have they not tested it before? Like you would think they would know. Like make it to where it wouldn't affect the phone otherwise. Apparently it made it obvious that hey, there's a bug on here. And that really screwed things up. That gave them away. So I mean, they really should have thought about, having it not do that. I don't know. Maybe her phone was set to where it would react that way to any bugs being planted on her phone, so that they would know. Maybe. I just feel like it's a bit of an oversight for the Crows and their technology. Well, that's all I got for this week's episode. I want to believe that Jacob won't shut it down. Like he'll think about it for a while after that. Like he won't do it right away. I'm hoping for Mary's sake. He'll think about what she had said and what she's been doing. The fact that she's saved countless lives. And she is responsible. Granted, it was kind of given to her by Alice, but I mean, and she rushed it to a different place. But still, she was kind of responsible for saving everybody from the virus that the bats were infected with. Yeah, so now Ryan's looking pretty bad. Like, she needed the adrenaline to get through the fight with that one guy. And we saw earlier in the episode that she was having issues dealing with two normal dudes because of the poison spreading and affecting her further. I don't know how she's gonna be doing much else for any longer with all things considered, because it's just gonna get worse. So they have to find that map, or either find the map or find the island soon. Otherwise, I have no idea how Ryan's gonna keep going. For now, that is it for this week's episode of Batwoman. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, maybe, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you want to check out our stuff on Patreon, our early access videos, check out Patreon. I think I see all of our catch-up series there for like Young Justice, hopefully other shows. Working on it again. I've seen this many times. Still doing it. Yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys next week on some show.